So pretty direct. I had very trustworthy parents, and so I'm very grateful for that. And then I had a mate who had his one-man band business. He was a carpet fitter, and like those days we had on Wednesday when the snow was coming in sideways and you really can't get out, at least I could call him by 8 o'clock in the morning and say, "Oi, can I come and work for you?" And he used to say, "Sure, great." And I got £2 a day, which is equivalent to $3. $3 a day. It was a long time ago, mind you. I think we could buy our house and a car for $3 a day. And then, so that's what I did for a lot. I didn't really do it much more than probably about a dozen times.
The thing is, people do not hear much about that. It isn't like you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, just saying in the U.S.
Right.
You worked your way up. And you played golf, then you went to the University of Houston, and then you made it to the PGA champion. Then you won 6 majors, 3 British Opens in your band, and then 3 Masters, which is not too shabby. Now all of a sudden he's building golf courses. Now you're announcing, and now you're doing schools. What's next for Nick Faldo, Sir Nick Faldo?
There's lots. I mean, when you go through all of that, I'm quite proud of it. I mean, he said I was born in the back room of a council house, and I asked my dad how much was the rent back then when I was born, and he actually got changed from $1 a week. How about that? 12 and 6 a week was the rent for this. It was a nice house. It was, and I loved it, and it was my little world for the first 11 years of my life till I then moved to the other side of town, and then got into golf, and I mean now I'm 55 years old, and as you know, I've got television is kind of my schedule set in stone, obviously, but outside of that, the series is very important to me. We have a grand final we're going there pretty soon in March in Mission Hills, China. We head out there for our Asia Grand Final. I also have my design business is going nicely. I've got golf courses. I'm opening a course on that trip in Vietnam. We have projects in Cambodia, New Zealand, all sorts of things. China. So that's picking up, going quite nicely now.
Did you ever believe that golf would get this big? It used to be just Europe and the U.S. basically. Now,
yes. The interesting thing is happening now. It's funny, when I first came out on tour, you had, wherever you ran, like if you ran to Asia to play, you had a separate contract. You went and had a Japanese golf bag, and you advertised for a Japanese clothing company or something, that sort of thing. And same as when Jack Nicklaus, you remember, would come over to our Open Challenge, you would suddenly be wearing Slazenger sweaters and a Slazenger bag, and everybody would change it. And then the globe changed. Once global television happened, then people realized, I think that was the big turnaround, then they realized you can't do that. You can't be playing the other side of the world, and you're on TV in America, and you have a contract in America, and you're playing totally different equipment again. And I think that's what happened when the globe, I guess, became smaller in that sense, that everywhere you go, you really are on one stage as a golfer. So all those sort of, I chose wisely, as I say jokingly. I mean, I didn't realize the fact I loved hitting golf balls, that was the big start, that then there's so many more opportunities in the game to stay, not just the obvious ones that being the competitive side. This is an important thing, to the message to give to the kids as well, because only a small percentage really will make it as top level tournament players. But fortunately in the game of golf, there's dozens of different opportunities, and whether it's from course architecture or being in a club professional or working in television, stealing golf, all sorts of different ways. It's still a different way. And then the fun bit, the best thing, I'm very fortunate, picking golf. Everybody outside the world of golf loves golf. I've met kings, queens, Donald Trumps of the world. I'm redesigning 2 courses for Donald at Doral. And the good old salt of the earth, the old guys who come up and say, "Cool, blimey, I watched you play. It was great." So